Good afternoon, people. So we've got two from Redneck's Barn. You will have seen on the thumbnail, and that is the 5.2%, both in 500ml bottles, and this one was the 4.8, just slightly lighter. The thing about that was they were both new to us. We did a live with Markus very recently, and it went really well. I will put a link to that live in there where Markus explains just a bit of a backstory, you know, to both of these beers. And that was the first one we did on the live, so you won't have to wait for long to watch it. That was the second one. So yeah, there's kind of that backstory. So what they are, you know, we're going away from the big six here, in obviously away from Munich a little bit, further afield, because something people miss, which was another thing we discussed a lot in the live, is there's a lot more to even Bavarian and German beer than the big six, and that's why when Markus has made it possible for us to purchase these, it gives us a different outlook, like the smaller breweries that you wouldn't just be able to import to England. You'd have no chance. I don't think you'd find them, more than anything. And the one thing he has done with Redneck's Barn, he's really gone really well at it in the way to make sure that there's choices for everyone, you know, not just your Weizen beer, obviously your Hells, your Pilsner, your Weizen box when it's in season, your Dunkels. So he's done kind of a bit of everything, you know. Yeah, there's quite a good range of Weizen beers. I don't think you'd find anywhere in England to have the range he's got. Anyway, let me pour this first one. As you can see, with the top on the bottle, yeah, that, I think you got it. Yeah, almost in a way. That's got to be, that's an even better one. There you are, and that one. So this is the 5.2. And this one I really did take a shine to, shall we say. Obviously, you know your Weizen beer, get it poured in, go quite far with it, pour quite rigorously, not too much, otherwise you do that, and then give it a little at the end to make sure you don't miss any sediment, because obviously with a lot of wheat beers are unpasteurised and unfiltered. Oh, you made it. I didn't know where you were.
You started without me.
So I'm 3 minutes into the video.
Oh my goodness.
Thought you'd gone.
No, of course I haven't.
So that's the colour of that. It's like you've only missed a bit of background about Markus's videos and that.
I can't believe you didn't wait for me.
I think she goes number twos, people, number twos. I'll say no more. If you want to pour that one, please.
I can, yeah.
I've just got this one done. No, I was just explaining a bit of background about how Markus has sourced these beers, and so we can get them and everything.
Yeah.
You know, you could even order from the toilet if you needed to.
You could. You could.
But no, just a bit of background that, you know, he does more beers, and obviously what Markus has been doing lately is looking a bit wider than the six. Let's to come along and pour it. It's better than mine.
There we go.
Unbelievable. That's all I'm going to say. Unbelievable. We need to keep these bottles because I haven't got a picture for a thumbnail.
Okay.
I didn't have my other phone. It's not worth taking it like that, is it? Way too distant, isn't it? If I do that, I could chuck that. But
We can try it. There we go.
let's say that's the 4.8. This is the 5.2. I was very well taken with this one.
Yeah, this has got the most wonderful aroma of bananas to it, and that really follows on with the taste, if I remember rightly.
It was an absolute cracker. Taking nothing away from that one, obviously, but this was 9. He did explain. I said I'll put a link to the live with Markus, which
Schwendl,
explained.
Weiss, Hell.
Yeah, I told you.
Think.
Something like
think
that, in a
that's what
way.
it is.
Something like that, you know. Yeah, the right banana and everything in there. Ooh.
See, you have got the banana in this one, and it does smell good. But that one just really has such a predominant aroma, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've both got like a Weizen beer does, the banana, but this is way up front.
Yeah.
It's really got a lot going for it. As I said on the live, I tasted it. We actually did 5 beers. I think I mentioned that earlier on the live, and that was the one that we had first. And although I'd had a couple of them beforehand, nothing was gonna touch that in my eyes, type of thing, was it? I'd kind of made my mind up on the first one, you know. As you can tell, I like yellow. Anyway.
When you try a selection of beers,
bananas, yeah.
sometimes they can all be quite relative to each other. These two in particular are the same sort of thing, but sometimes you just try one and it is just wow that it stands head and shoulders above. And I think for me, that's what this was doing, wasn't it? It was just so rich in banana flavour.
It was so good. It wasn't going to get better. Maybe somewhat equal, but it wasn't going to get better to that original one. It's like I picked it out because it had a yellow outline on it, as I've done so many times before. Come on, stuck sometimes, but most of the time not. Anyway, I'll let you go first for the test.
You go first. I'm not getting that foam all over my nose.
First.
Huh?
Ladies first.
Where?
You nearly choked a bit.
Yeah, because I can feel it burning into me. I'm getting scared here, you know. That is absolutely. As I say, I'm obviously on a clean palate today, and I had it on a clean palate the other night.
Oh wow.
Absolute cracker of beer, smooth, creamy. It's basically everything you'd want from a Weizen beer.
And it does have that lovely, almost spicy ending to it. It's a really nice balance of clove and spiciness. Oof. And the best bit wasn't even in there.
If you could just catch that look, people there.
All that sediment that just come out the bottom of the bottle, that is going to make a big
Oh,
difference
you see
on that
me?
flavour.
Oh, if you'd have waited, I was about to say I didn't feel it all in the beer.
Get a bit overzealous.
Yeah, getting a bit over, yeah, you know.
I definitely pulled better than you did.
It makes a change, doesn't it?
Had to happen eventually.
Yeah, there's always a one-off. Anyway, let's forget about that one for now. Let's have a little look at the Klosterweibe. Yeah, let's have a look at that one.
Klosterweibe.
Yeah, Klosterweibe. It's still not a bad beer, not by any account. Because if you're not into your full-on banana,
Yeah.
this is a cracking Weizen. Again, as we
There's almost
said.
a little bit of soft stone fruit in there as well as banana.
But they both have delivered, you know, and this is what Redneck's Barn is bringing to the UK, which is, you know, I'm going first on this one, am I?
Yeah.
Your dodgy paw. Probably German paw before anyone corrects me. Yeah, it's an absolute cracker. As I say, we got some different bottles, and if I do them one at a time and everything, but then if I say, oh, well, you know, I'm not so sure about that, so I thought if we put 2 in together, it makes it a little bit more interesting and not so much of the same thing.
It is a little bit more wheaty, a little bit more bready. I am picking up a little bit of stone fruit in there as well as banana. It isn't that predominant banana taste that you're getting from this one. But it's very nicely balanced.
Yeah, and remember, it is somewhat, of being 4.8 compared to 5.2, it is somewhat lighter. And you're not getting the lightness
yeah,
on it.
I was
It's
going to
still,
say that. It's not losing anything from the body, is it?
No, so which is good, because if it's a hot summer's day and you want to go further with it and everything, obviously for me, that one's going to win. But it wasn't about that with these. It was just like picking 2 out, and I thought, well, they're the first 2, which you could look through the live, and Markus does give you, as I've mentioned at the beginning, while he was in the carsy,
I wasn't even in the toilet, but, you know.
a complete rundown. Oh, I could have done the review and finished by the time you came out.
I was actually brushing my teeth, but there we go.
I didn't hear any toothbrush.
No, I didn't hear any
No,
toothbrushing. It doesn't
okay.
take that
I
long.
heard a flush though.
No, but we both, weren't we? We
Yeah.
were. Remember, I had a short straw here. I had 5 beers we were reviewing with Markus, and I was sharing with Michelle. And as was pointed out to me on the live, I didn't drink very much for some reason. But what I did drink was like, wow.
Yeah.
You notice the small bubbles. I say there is a moderate carbonation in both of them. That's obviously, it's pointless me holding up the glass with it being a wheat beer, you're barely going to see it. And the chances of you seeing it is very low, isn't it? But yeah, they're both definite yeses. You know, this is the sort of stuff we need in the UK on a regular basis, isn't it?
This really is a very, very good beer. I would rate that one, and we're going to do rating because
If you want so, we know what it's because we just done him recently.
okay. So for this one, I would give it a rate my beer of 8.
Yeah,
It's a
I'll do the
it's a
same.
really good beer, a good representation.
And the next one, I'll give a rate my beer of 9.
Yeah.
It's a strong 9.
It's a very strong
For the
9.
yellow one.
That is a really, really wonderful representation of that sort of beer.
Obviously, we're not drunk enough of them, but it's like we'd be here all day with a review and no one will watch it all the way through, so that would be pointless, wouldn't it? I say, I will put up the link of us drinking these same beers with Markus only, well, less than 48 hours ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put
it's a
that
good line.
in with the thing. Well, yeah, you don't have to watch it all the way through because it might well get boring, but if you watch the beginning, it's well worth it for the bits, as I say, and he does give the full proper backstory on these. They're both a yes. Do check out Redneck's Barn. You have to buy in 24s. There's an unboxing as well on Redneck's Barn. You can buy 20 in a glass as well. There's loads of different options.
Yeah.
Or speak to the main man. He's got a Facebook group called Redneck's Barn. So, bonjour.